What's going on, guys? How's it going? Hope you're having a great morning. If you're up and it's still semi-dark outside or dark, you're doing something right. If you want to support the channel, there's a whole bunch of links in the description. We're also raising money for my dad's graphics card, so if you're interested, that's what that little ticker down there is for. Anyways, how are you guys today? I've been working on my website, grindreel.com. I spent like 6 hours on the front page. I think it's coming along pretty good. Have like some little, I can get your email because I'm making a newsletter. I'm giving out free stuff. So occasionally we'll do like giveaways for my cover letters and stuff. It'd be sweet. Andrew, welcome aboard. We're going to be streaming for about 30 minutes, then I have to go to the gym. Ramsey Jordan first. In fact, you are first. Thinking about quitting YouTube. Nah. Thinking about quitting my full-time job to do YouTube as my full-time job. I'm not leaving. If anything, you guys would see more of me. Galeron, what's up? Amy, what's up? Hit that at everyone tag. YouTube and WoW. Huh. No. What do you currently do at your job? Just C#, ASP.NET, a whole bunch of .NET stuff. Design work, since my boss left and she was the main designer. So now they're like, hey, can you make this design? These titles are getting more clickbait like every day. See, the thing is with clickbait is that it works. And as much as I hate myself for doing it, I have to put that bias aside because you have to follow the YouTube algorithm or else you get thrown out. And that's just how it is. There's no way YouTube is sustainable. All right, so there's one negative person. That's not true. I'm the hunter that got you inspired to play the other hunter. Dude, Edward, what's up? So I was like, Space Farce, this is like, Space Face, this is like, it's, you know, it's unfortunately the reality of how the world works. You have literally microseconds, nanoseconds to capture someone's attention, and usually you have to remember when someone clicks on a thumbnail, about 5 seconds later they don't remember that thumbnail because they're too busy watching the content. Like, so I mean, that's like the disconnect that you have to do. And as much as that sucks, and as much as my sense of, you know, wanting to, you know, that's just what you have to do. You're competing. You have to think of it like a competition. You know, you're competing with all these other people with great thumbnails. So you have to do what you got to do. Does my company have cool tech culture? Why are you thinking about quitting? Just bored? No, because I enjoy making videos and helping people way more. I'm more fulfilled. So basically, I'm not fulfilled at my job, right? It's fine. It's a good job. It does code and stuff, but it's not fulfilling. I like teaching code. I like talking about code. I like making videos about code. I like helping people. Talking about gym. Obviously, it's a risk, so I'd have to, like, probably beg for support more, but I think, you know, you got to do what makes you happy. So no one's ever going to come up to you and be like, yo, take that leap. Take that. Just go ahead and take the jump. Take the leap. No one's ever going to come up to you. You just have to try it. And, you know, I failed before doing this. I tried to do it when I got laid off my last job, and I had no audience, no views, nothing. And that sucked. And I promised myself if I ever got to a point where I could be self-sufficient and do what I love full-time, then I would take the risk. Do I feel comfortable enough? Considering that I buy nothing for myself. The slow descent into clickbait and shilling. See, you seem like a person that doesn't understand what it's like to be on the other end as a creator. But it is what it is. Chad Cook, what's up? It's just something that you're forced to do. When do you plan on creating Udemy courses? Udemy courses, I'll probably make my own teachable courses. I should interview for your replacement here. The thing is, I don't know if they would replace me. They would probably just stack my responsibility on someone else because that's what they do. Trust me, I'm not proud. I'm not proud of the clickbait, but it's kind of an experiment to see what works and what doesn't work. So trust me, if you feel debated, I feel debated on every video I click on YouTube. You know, we all get debated. Are you worried about your job finding out that you might be leaving? Considering that I'm friends with the vice president and CEO, I've once talked to them. And I was like, if I ever got to the point to be self-sufficient, then, you know, I would bounce. Before you quit, try and create yourself passive income, like as a little safety net. Yeah, I already have that. Struggling with writing code. You got to pick one, man. Pick something and focus on it. If you got work to do, go do your work. We're just hanging out. What are you quitting? Maybe my job. Might go full time. Gym is deadlift. Back day. So I'll go climb. Am I playing WoW or are you skipping to work hard? You haven't coded since BFA launched? I think BFA is like dead. There's nothing to do. It's really boring. Legion was more fun. But mainly, I don't have time to do that because that's not where my goals are at. My goals are not to be the best raider in WoW. My goals are to be an awesome YouTuber, make awesome content, and like, I think it'd be really cool, as weird as this is, to like go visit some people that are in like Discord that are like struggling, and we like sit down and like have an interview, and we're like, yo, bro, like, cause you know, I can't do that. Maybe you need a break. That's the thing. I don't have vacation at my job. Feels good. Your dad's GPU is only $100, so I'm putting in some of my own money that I've been saving. Do you fuck with the war? Nah, brain. I don't. Yeah, so we're gonna start doing like people's personal sites, but people gotta start sending me. The thing with YouTube is that you don't get immediate feedback with anything, and it's a long haul. There are some days where nothing happens and some days where everything happens. One day I had 16 subscribers. One day I had 454 subscribers. And so there's probably a gap in your content, but you can't control what goes viral because every video I think, this is going to be that video. This is it right here. The Lil Dicky reference? Of course. Dude, everybody loves Lil Dicky. You saving that money? Just make the React lifecycle mug. The fist smacking noise. Fapper, no fapping. What's up, Amir? I'm even thinking about like doing some game streams with viewers, because I know you guys out there. I know like most of the people in this industry like games. Would you do more collabs? You have to get people to accept you to do collabs. Like when I say accept, like what's the value proposition? What are you offering them? And as shitty as that sounds, that's just how YouTube works. Like if someone has 50,000 subs and I have 2,000, what are you gaining from that? Everyone's, you know. Are you quitting? No, I don't. I do cardio, fam. What you talking about? Love from Afghanistan, love from Salt Lake City. Quitting what? The full time. Play Dark Souls? I don't have it. Scented candle business worth getting into? Dude, I'm already in like the multi-level marketing capital of the world known as Utah. Also, you know, I'm just gauging. This is what the stream is. I'm gauging if I were to do it, would there be enough support behind me in the chat? I know this isn't fair because there's 88 people here and 26,000 subscribers, so I'm missing some. But I'm just gauging if I would have enough support to be able to do it. I live like a college kid. I don't know if you know. I don't ever buy new stuff. I mean, that's how I grew up, right? So you gotta avoid lifestyle creep. It's alright. I'm just gauging reaction here. Would people be interested in seeing, 3 times more content? Would you be interested in seeing 2 videos a day in a live stream rather than 1 video a day and occasionally a live stream? When I think about getting into AI, the problem with AI is that you're going to learn that math behind it and then the formulas change. I know there's TensorFlow, but I just haven't had the time to do it, which, I always say that. I don't have the time to do it, but I want to have the time to do it. But the only way I can do it is when I don't have to, hit that office. Yeah, I mean, I can't really gauge it, which is like, obviously, it's not a smart decision to gauge it through this. I'm just seeing if people be like, yeah, that's cool. The money thing, try part-timing. Yeah, I already asked about that, and they told me no. It's not like I don't have money that I don't get from my other job. Like, that's too much. It's not too much, right? I feel like all these people are like, creator burnout. No, you're just a lazy bitch. Do the shit. Get it done. Like, the only way that I can be successful is make more content. Like, that's it. People are like, well, what about quality over quantity? And like, I get that. As much as I get that argument, that's not how it works on YouTube. You can spend 9 hours editing the best video you can and adding all this stuff, and then no one watches it. And so you have to like play the dollar cost average and just keep doing one thing every day, every day, every day. What would I do for content if I become a copy of other people? Am I a copy of other people? I've got plenty of stuff, dude. I want to do some C++ on Real Engine. I want to go through different courses on Treehouse. I want to test out, maybe we'll take a vote on like top Udemy course, and then like I'll go through that and we'll like, I got endless ideas. Ideas for content is not a problem for me because I am the type of guy who's like walking around and Dave, what's up, man? How's it going? I hope everything's going all right with your course. Thanks for the feedback on the, People would buy your front-end guide if I make one. And I will make one. So on my website right now, I'm making these things called skill packs, which will be like a guide to skip the BS. And then, because you got all these places, but you only need a few things from a few places, and you could, skip around. But keep up the good work. Thanks, Gav. Thanks, man. Should you try to manage both? See how YouTube grows in the short term? Well, considering I went from 2,800 subscribers to 26,000 in roughly 3 months, if I can repeat that a few more times, I think that would be fine, right? But obviously, you're going to have all these people in here like, don't take the leap. But, like, this is it. Like, you got to take the leap. If you don't ever take the leap, you ain't never know if your parachute's going to open, right? And then when you first take that leap, parachute's not going to open right away. You're going to hit them rocks. You can get some bumps and scrapes and bruises. It's called magic. No, it's called consistent content upload. So, like, obviously it's going to be scary. Dude, the skill packs are going to be lit. Tips for getting an initial following. Just frequent uploading. You could post to Reddit. I'm thinking about quitting work, yeah. My full-time job. I mean, so this is like the worst case, right? I've been very adamant on my live streams, like, hey, I want to do my own thing for such a long time now. Yeah, there's a time where viewers don't equal sub count, and I get that. But that just means I have to up my ability to make marketing materials. Like I already teach code, right? So I teach code, and I get some YouTube ad revenue. So that's not too bad. But obviously it would be And I don't come here really asking for like an end result. I don't know if this would help me make up my mind. I'm just seeing if there's support here for this, or if I should keep it to myself. Because it's like, you can't do that. Why quit your job? Because it's not fulfilling, man. I like helping you guys. I like interacting, making vids. You guys know. Should you keep pushing? Why would I ever tell you to not keep pushing? You should keep pushing in everything that you do, man. I don't know. I mean, you guys watch Gary Vee, right? So Gary Vee would tell you, from 20 to 30, work 18 hours a day. Dave, go back to work. You would kill to learn some game dev, yeah. So maybe we could do some Unity game dev, but I don't know. I kind of want to learn something new. How much do I charge to teach code? So I have a mentorship program, which is like more than code. Like it's like everything, right? Job prep, interviews, all that stuff. It's $500 a month, right? So I get that it's not for everyone, but it's priced so it's not a boot camp, but it's not it's not like a Udemy course. What are you quitting? No, not YouTube. The full-time job. If you have a job you're unhappy at, but it's paying for your bachelor's, do you stay 2 years and be miserable or leave? There's the split argument. Sometimes you have to do what you hate to do what you love. Just remember, if you want to be your own boss and you're not working for yourself when you don't have to, there's no way you can be your own boss. And so I've tried to remember that on a day-to-day basis, if I would come home from work and not want to do something, and then I would think eventually my goal is to be self-sufficient and do my own thing, and I'm not working for myself that day, if you don't have to work for yourself when you don't have to, you're not going to do it when that's your form of income. And so I think I've proven to myself that I can do it, and it's tangible, but Gary Vee would say do it. He would say work the 16-hour days, do what you need to do, build it up. It's only going to get harder in the future. For all of you people watching, you should at least try the same thing. And maybe you don't want to be the face of a video, but you should establish some sort of brand, the bare minimum. Yeah, I mean, you follow your dreams to a certain extent, and you have to figure out a way to monetize those dreams. Hey, thanks, Armand. Appreciate it, dude. Gary Vee's just real. I don't know what to say, Ivan. I mean, it is what it is. Armand, thanks for the donos. The big D's. Why did it not update? Yeah, so regret weighs more than failure. That's what you gotta remember. You can either sit by or, regret it. No one's gonna slide. No one's gonna be very old and, wishing they spent more time at the office. I've always been that type of person where I used to think that I was just like a shitty employee because I'd always want to work on my own stuff. But in fact, it's called entrepreneurship, and I always have these ideas, and it's really hard to focus when I have all these other ideas. Obviously, you have to put in your dues. You have to put in the time to do it. I think I've done that, but it's a risk. Anything high risk, high reward. Tony, 48 years old. So, yeah, I've worked with people of all ages. 45, 35, 30, 50, 50 even. It's possible, man. Why and what? Talking about my job. Gary Vee also says you're not supposed to have any fun until you're 29. Well, I'm 28, so I'm a little bit behind that curve. But he's not wrong. And he doesn't say no fun, right? You should make what you're doing fun. And so Gary Vee, he says you're not supposed to have any fun until you're 29. But if you're like an Instagram model getting paid to go to the Bahamas and eat steak, how are you not having fun? Craig, what's up, man? Why do you want to quit the job? Because doing my own thing is so much more fulfilling. Executing on my own ideas and then seeing them either succeed or fail, and then, helping other people. I've had so many people message me on Instagram. They were like, yo, bro, thanks to you, I got a job. And, I never understood, that I had that kind of effect on people because it's hard for me to, I'm here at my house. I don't do a whole lot different every day. Gym, videos, study, work, same thing. But apparently it's changing other people's lives. It's changing your guys' lives. Josh, you think you've already made up your mind? Oh, no, don't. So that's the thing. I've been thinking about this for a while because I've been talking about it for a while. Guten Morgen. Would you continue to study? Dude, we would continue to study everything, right? We'd be able to make more. I'd have more time. I don't know. I think there are people that want to get into this. I want to help those people. I think he's going to do it. He just needs more sure. It's a big decision. Is this clickbait? I mean, it got you here, so I guess so. Dylan, ayo, can you have my job when you quit? Yeah, I don't know if that would pay the bills or if anyone would watch that, but you got to do what you got to do, I guess. Don't want to start a project. I don't have enough time, and certainly I'd have to get all of my things in order. Have I participated in a hackathon? Yeah, no, I don't really have time to do that. I'm not quitting YouTube. Build a snowman application. There you go. Do you use the same camera as for live streaming videos? No, I don't. There's an adapter where I can do that, but I don't. So this is my camera here. This is a GH5. Finally has a flip out screen so I can see myself. So that's why I don't seem so dumb in my latest videos, because I can look at this and I can see if I'm in frame. All of my other videos, I'm just what's going on, YouTube? Because I couldn't see myself. Is it worth learning WebRTC? I don't know. A series where I take on a freelance project. I have to be very careful with how I spend my time. But I've thought about it. I mean, you're not wrong. I did do a series like that where I went and got one from the deli down the road. What would I do if I was developing a project and noticed that I might not make it by the end of the deadline? It's not your fault, and your boss knows that. If it's not your fault and your boss knows that, it doesn't sound like you have anything to worry about. Robust misconception. You need more subs to quit your job. That's not true. If you go purely off ad revenue, you're not doing it right. I consider doing an interview process for an HTML. So this is the thing, right? If I don't have a job, I can legitimately apply for all these other jobs and just film everything. Let's apply for a Python developer position. Yeah, so definitely gonna work through some sites, see what those are all about. Just use fake information. I suppose I could, but they Google you. Don't shave until you get 100k subs. I can't. You only know front end. That's not true at all. Jose Fluco. Jose Manuel Garcia Fluco. Done. That's how I'm gonna apply it to jobs. Edit the resume right now. I set off the Google Assistant for your phone? Dude, hell yeah. You were from Finland. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. Marietta. Want to talk a little more on your answers. What does that mean? Why not be the guy who eats steaks and travels around? Because I am legally not allowed to sell my house for another 5 months. So I bought my house last year as an investment. I'm going to live in it for a year. So it's legally what I'm required to do. And then I'm going to rent it out to somebody. Grab a little bit more passive income off that. Save up, do it again. Probably not, well, not till the market crashes, but save up, do it again. But legally right now I have a mortgage. It has to be paid, so I can't just travel. And I have 2 dogs, right? So why don't you communicate with other YouTubers like Yomar Jarvis so they don't respond? What is my value proposition to them? Actually, the thing is, once you get to 100,000 subscribers or sponsorships just come to you, dude. You just get emails full of stuff. They didn't respond. Develop software for medical devices. You forget how to code and it's hard to improve. Is it common in other industries? Yeah, I mean, it happens. If you're not coding every day, you're going to forget. Should you learn front-end JS, UI frameworks, although you're a back-end developer? Absolutely. The more you learn, knowledge is power. And as cheesy as that is, it's true, fam. Can I do visual UX design? Yeah, I do that at my job right now because my boss was the UX UI director and I was the front-end guy. Well, I guess that was my title. But now they're like, hey, we want to add this new thing. What's the feasibility of this? Could you make a mock-up? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess so. I mean, I make thumbnails and videos, so I have some sense of eye for design, I suppose. Do you ever do any nootropics? Just caffeine, theanine. I have my own. I make my own nootropic supplements. I'm going to sell them. So for people that want to like study as they're coding, I'm going to sell them. How long do you pay off your mortgage? Hopefully not that long, but I don't know, 30 years. I do a video series applying just random jobs. I've already done that. Chris, what's up, man? Good morning. How's everything? Any psychedelics? Nah. I've read the books. I've read Tim Ferriss's books. Tools of the Titans. Well, not all of it, but how all of the CEOs microdose and stuff. Should watch Reading Rainbow. What does my girlfriend think? I don't know. What she thinks is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Well, I don't know. What people think is kind of irrelevant in general. Alpha Brain by Onnit, clinically tested nootropic. That's not true. Do I take creatine as pre-workout? As pre-workout, it's usually mixed in. My girlfriend's decisions and what I do don't affect me, and I'm not getting married again, so. How do you deal with burnout? I'm passionate about what I do enough, I don't even think about burnout. I'm just like, all right, what's the next thing? Prove you wrong. There's a whole lot of other nootropics out there that work. Have I thought about making courses like the Master Git? Yeah, I have. Sure have. 3 months to learn and land a job. Where can you get some resources? They're everywhere. Name a few that work. Okay, sure. I mean, that are clinically tested. You could probably say modafinil. That one works. Adrafinil works. Armodafinil works. FL-modafinil. works. How many days a week do you work out? 6. 5, 6, 7. At least 5. What up, coders? How's it going? Am I considering going back to college? You couldn't let me go to college for free. Actually, it's funny that you asked that. I'm gonna go with my girlfriend to her college class next Tuesday, because it's one of those like 500 person classes where you can't learn anything, and the dude just like writes stuff on a chalkboard, and then she's paying like $6,000 a semester to go to this shit. But I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna film it and be like, I'm just gonna ask questions and pretend I'm a student, and then I'm gonna be like, look, this is what college is. What does she study? I don't know the actual class, but medical laboratory technician. So probably biology class or something. What do I think about coding phase? Legit guy. He is a legit guy. All these people in this class paying so much money to play League of Legends on their laptops while they're supposed to be in class. So silly. What's my height and weight? I'm 180 pounds, 6 foot. But I think that would be pretty hilarious. Or maybe do like the live, love, serve thing. Accidentally play some obnoxious sounds. Pretend my headphones aren't on. Like have headphones on, but they're not plugged in. Daniel, what's up, dude? Joe's a legit guy. Like, he's self-taught. He's already self-employed. Love, live, serve. It's your boy, Rhino. It's your boy, Noah Boat. That channel. What's my take on Lambda? Is it real connections or all advertised? It's not advertisement. It's for real. Joshua Boat. As far as opportunity goes with the number of jobs and salary, how would you say web compares with mobile data science? They're different niches. Mobile probably will be taken over by progressive web apps. Data science is a niche that's needed. Have you ever shopped on Amazon? All those other people like you bought. Well, how do they know other people like me? How do they know what I am? Data science, fam. DevOps, always need someone to do DevOps. How's my morning? It's good. It's good, man. It's good. College does teach you. People going to college live independent for the first time. Yeah, you can live independent without going to college. That doesn't take college to teach you how to be independent, you know. Many would be lost. They are lost when they go to college. College just doesn't accurately reflect the real world at all. So it doesn't, I mean, even from that perspective, it teaches you how to deal with peer pressure of not going to parties when all of your classmates are going to go to a party and you're trying to get a degree that may or may not be worth it. Dude, it's literally just, college is just like, you're paying for a college experience, not for anything like, okay, think about this. There's boot camps that give you some sort of guarantee. A college doesn't give you a guarantee at all. Zero guarantee. When they say student alumni services, you are literally a customer, and they should just rename it customer service. That's it. If you're self-taught, why do you need 100 for GPU? It's for my dad. So I have a desktop I'm going to give my dad so he can make his videos. But I don't have the GPU for it. This is in this computer. My dad wants to make videos on like mechanics, household fixes and stuff. My dad's like the MacGyver of mechanics and engineering. How do you deal with mathematical knowledge? In web dev, you don't really need that much, but you can still learn math without going to a... Isn't that what you do anyways? It isn't like if you're taking a math class in college, you go home and watch videos on Khan Academy and all these other places. Like, why are you going to college? Like, you can learn math without being in college. That's what I did. Do I get confused reading docs? I mean, if I get confused reading the docs, maybe I'm not reading it right, or, not that much math includes algebras and some geometry. Wait, what? Yeah, geometry you use a lot. Finding angles, lengths of stuff, geometry all the time. I mean, in fact, that's what you do most of the time in mechanical engineering. We used simple geometry, well, not simple, but strength of materials and geometry, and then we'd plug all that information into a calculator, and it would turn it into what we needed. Unless, like, an apocalypse happens, I don't think I'll need to know calculus. Now, you went to college for CS, learn more in your free time. Yep. I mean, you think about it, right? You spend 2 hours in a class, 6 hours of homework, and then you go, next week. You're going to forget everything you did. I mean, you need to know basic algebra, but, Jacked original. Yeah, I don't think Jacked is going to come back because some dude died when he took that pre-workout. The apocalypse is coming this month. I don't know. Always something. Been trying to predict it forever. A BA in trolling and an associate's in lurking. I think that you have a PhD in trolling and a master's degree in lurking. It's George, that's because it's like next level stuff, dude. That's why it's not around. What have you been doing at your programming job? A lot of stuff. Design, server setup, back-end development, C# stuff, resetting like different database schemas, a whole bunch of stuff. You have a doctorate in demotivation. PhD. Piled higher in debt. Correct. What's my workout schedule today? Ooh, so it's deadlift. Today is deadlift and rock climbing. So I'll do some back and then go rock climb. That should round things off a little bit. How long have you had a dev job? I've had dev jobs for like 3 years now. Actually, 3 years. Yep, people are hitting me with that. Congratulations, your work anniversary. Ziz, bruh. You Myron? So sick of school. And you're a senior dev. Dude, don't let titles sway you. Am I a senior dev? What does that mean? It means different things at different companies. Senior dev in one thing because I've been working with one stack makes me a junior dev in another stack because I haven't ever done that before. Titles are so dumb. You fucking mirroring, bro? So it's really hard to so I would say in the front end stack, I'm probably pretty up there. But if you were to hand me some Ruby or some R, I'd be like, I can write a variable, AMA. Dude, eventually there'll probably be a degree. SQL or no SQL? We use SQL at my job. I had one job that used Mongo, but I never got to work with it. So he tried to explain the concept of Mongo. George, you're going to apply to Lambda. Tired of the healthcare. I mean, you hope that you don't get wrecked. George, you're probably going to get wrecked. Everybody that goes to Lambda gets wrecked at some point. But that's okay. That doesn't mean you can't finish. That just means you got to take a nice big piece of that humble pie. What would I say? Someone who's really feeling depressed because he's not as tall as he wants to be. Figure out why you want to be so tall, and why would you let your self-confidence come from a height? Have you ever? All right, here's this phrase, right? It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. So that doesn't mean anything. That's what I would say. %18 on your quiz. Shouldn't be listening to this and try and study. Yeah, you should probably definitely. Dude, like, I don't know. Height shouldn't matter. Anyone who judges you, like, on height, why would you even mess with them, dude? Don't even mess with that. You're a silly EMT that works in rehab. You're trying React. It's a good course on Udemy. There's a whole bunch of other courses on React besides Udemy. Dude, so if you're worried about something you can't control, you're wasting your energy. If it's out of your control and there's nothing you can do about it, focus on the things that you can control and then execute on those. And as cliche and as motivational video as that sounds, if it's outside of your control, you literally can't do nothing but drive yourself crazy. But it's hard for people to let go. When did I stop growing? Maybe like, I was 6 foot when I was like 13. So I was like that weird kid. Best places to work around the Salt Lake City Valley. Yeah, so probably in Lehigh right now, there's a whole bunch of startups. Dude, if you wake up every morning thinking that there's more to life, there is more to life. And you can't just, you got to try to live. Who's thinking about quitting? Think about quitting the job. Shorter than you were a few years ago. You start to shrink. It's because your back plates can slip. Like, that's why my grandma, she's like 5 foot now, but she never, like, she was a 5'3" at some point. Something like that. Trying to learn Laravel. You're done with CRUD. What do you need to learn next? Probably routes. Hit up routing in Laravel. There's a whole bunch of different ways to do it. AWS cert. Maybe that's good. Maybe your employer cares. Maybe your employer doesn't care. That's what I have to say about certification. It could mean everything to someone and mean nothing to someone else. Same with a college degree. Where do you live? Salt Lake City? Yeah, I live in Salt Lake City. How's Patrick doing? He seems to be doing good. Only a few days in. I don't know what he's doing. Did I try doing a thing with a stand-up desk? Nah. I mean, I lift pretty heavy, so I don't mind sitting down. I mean, I get up and stretch. I have one of those little foam rollers. I even had one of those foam rollers at the office. I would just like lay down on the floor and roll around on the foam roller. Everyone's like, that's so, like, they just look at you and I'm like, you guys are the ones that have been sitting all day and you're going to have the bad back at 45. Let me roll around on the floor like a little kid. Judge me. Do it. He's doing Redux? Yeah. Did I consider a chest cam? What? For what? Coding your own games is easier than you think. You know, you should take this online course. God damn, he baited me. Fuck. Nice one. You got me. Do I gym at Vasa? You're here now. Let's do it. No, I don't go to Vasa. I go to the front. It's a climbing gym. Dude, I have never seen so many ripped girls than I have at a climbing gym, dude. Girls got bigger lats than I do. Talking about deadlifting my max, multiple reps. Good day from Melbourne. What's up, man? You're satisfied with your height, loving life, loving programming. One day you realize I'm probably done growing and you've been depressed. Why does it matter? Who cares? No one cares but you, man. When you focus on your own flaws, that's what people focus on. If you focus on what's good about you, that's what people focus on. That's why there's that silly phrase that says if you can't love yourself, no one else can love you. Because whatever you focus on is what people see. And so if you keep talking about this and making videos or whatever you're doing, feeling a certain way about it, that's what people are going to see. If you talk about how you're living life and it's awesome, people are going to be like, oh, can you tell me more about that? Lifetime Fitness. Lifetime Fitness is like got some meatheads. What time do you wake up and sleep on average? Yesterday I worked like 18 hours straight. And then I slept for 6 hours. Usually 5 to 6, I don't know. 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, depends on the day. I have a pretty structured schedule, but coding for rockets. Making your own space station is easier than you think. All it takes is engineering knowledge to build these FAA-approved rockets. We can't supply you with the actual materials, such as uranium. James Hopkins, hey man, what's up, dude? Patrick, you're the man, dude. Don't let anyone else tell you differently. What type of music do I like? Oh, man. I am the type of person who likes everything but country music. Lately, obviously, as you know, I like trap music. I put it at the end of like every video. We got a decent deaf position here in Salt Lake. Finishing up school at the U. Have an interview at Microsoft. I don't think going from a job to an internship is worth it. Just because you're doing it for a title. Lil Pump. Yeah, listen to that T Grizzly jet ski with Lil Pump. You're going to look for me at the front. You want to chat weights and dev? Dude, if you hit up the front, I'm there like every day. I see people that look at me, and I don't know if I'm like... I don't know if they know who I am, or if it's just because they're just looking. I'm in my head too much about it, but any updates on the Google interview? I haven't proceeded with the Google interview to part 2. Coulter Wall is some good country. I can't do it. I listened to country growing up. I've had my moments. What time do you go? It depends on the day. Usually in the morning between 7 and 11, or at night, like 5 to 7. Am I going to play trap music at the end of the stream? It could. Get that Nickelback? Yeah, no. Every time I think of Nickelback, I think of that look at this photograph, but it's a vine, and he's holding up a picture of a graph, and he's like, look at this graph. Someone just cut it out. So funny. Favorite game of all time? Probably Halo. Been teaching yourself over the last few months. Stumbled on mine. Consistent content and amazing motivation. Eric, you're the man, dude. You can do it. I didn't have an Xbox. And then I got an Xbox for Halo. And then I spent my entire middle school, some high school years playing Halo 2. How do I feel about Udemy? So Udemy has a different application for different people. If you want access to one thing, one tech stack, buy that one course. If you know a certain teacher teaches a certain way that you like, buy that one course. Sometimes courses get out of date and teachers aren't required to update it. It has pros and cons. Did I see Elon hit the blunt with... Yeah, I saw Elon, I saw that, and I saw all of that, and, now there's like a whole bunch of memes. Where do I get the music for my videos? I get the music from Epidemic Sound. It's called Epidemic Sound. It's $15 a month. You can use any song for whatever, whenever, as long as you have the subscription when you use it. Even if the subscription runs out later, you paid for it when you had it or when you used it, so it's fine. But I still have it. I remember my goal used to be, if I could just pay off my subscription with YouTube, then I would be happy. Colt Steel, that's a good one. There's a few other ones. So if you go to my website, grindreel.com, and you scroll down to the section, you can see I bullet pointed out all of the pros of each platform. He didn't inhale it. Yeah, I know. He just sat there, and then like his stock dipped 10% because headlines. Right? Wouldn't you take advantage of this if you were an investor? It seems like a pretty smart decision. Oh no, we don't believe in him. They all still believe in him, but they're just going to pretend the stock's going to dip. They're going to buy it super cheap, and then it's going to go back up. Easy. Easiest investment of your life. How hard is it to have a sustainable income? The problem with working freelance is that you're always looking for the next freelance. And so I guess it's not a problem. It's more of a perspective. If it's a problem to you, then that might be a big deal. Oh, the stock dipped because of two heads leaving. Yeah, I saw that, like the finance dude. But still, like, did it go back up? He's competing against like every other industry that's not like it's fully fuel. I mean, at least there's hybrid cars, but I mean, he's only been doing it for a few years. Dude, Elon is number one human. You can see his eyes just like twitching around all the time. He's so in his head, and I think he's reached a point where he needs to not, like, he knows, he's probably self-aware that he looks really weird. He's probably going to become really famous, and then he'll get like the people on his side, and then he won't need investors. If he can sway the people, he can do whatever he wants. Did I see the DM on Discord? Maybe. Here, guys, go poop on my website. This is what I need. I've been working. Okay, so limit yourself to the main page. I've only been working on the main page right now. I'm trying to create a resource website where people are like, what do you think about this? Go to my website. It's custom. Yeah, so it's a grind reel, right? So that's what every day is. I make videos every day documenting the progress, the struggles, the ups and the downs. It's, document everything. That's what Gary Vee would say. He's just document everything. Don't film it. Don't overthink it. What stack? This is built with WordPress. Judge me. Go ahead. I'd like you to become into like a creative agency eventually. That'd be super cool. What do I recommend for SSL? So use Let's Encrypt. Let's Encrypt is a free way by CertBot. It will let you SSL your stuff for free. I paid $20 yesterday for like a company SSL certificate, like third-party validated, and they told me that they couldn't find my company. So I sent them a faxed PDF of like my company's address and location and everything. And they're like, sorry, it doesn't exist. Please register it. I'm like, it cost me $300 to register this business with the website that you want me to register with. And well, I'm like, are you getting a cut of this? What is this garbage? Anyways, go poop on it. Tell me what you think. I'm going to be making a newsletter. I'm going to be giving out free stuff. So it'll be pretty sweet. I look like a discount version of Jesse Pinkman. Zach, that's good shit. I either look like Ethan Hawke, Jesse Pinkman, or some other dude in Finland that plays hockey. Those are my top 3 doppelgangers. Zach, thanks for making my day, fam. I am a discount Jesse Pinkman. Oh, Ben wants to know, am I self-employed or working on a freelance basis? What do I actually do? So I teach code to students. I teach code, and I have a full-time job where I do everything. I wear a whole lot of hats. Get a non-tilted head photo for the intro. Yeah. Oh, what are these Drive supplements? Those are mine, George. The supplements aren't like me pushing anyone else's brand. Like, they're mine. I ordered the powders. My kitchen looks like Pablo Escobar. I hand bottle everything. I ordered the bottles. I ordered the capsules. I hand packed them. I look like a drug dealer. They're not anyone else's, like, I'm sponsored by fitness company. Like, they're mine. They're what I take when I want to study during the day. That's why I don't shill them. How did I make the labels? I made them with my design software, such as Photoshop. I made them in Photoshop, pretty much. And then I took them to a labeler, and I had him print out like 700. And so I only have, like, so if you want to buy these, you can buy them, but, like, I have to make them by hand. Because it's like literally you can see what's on it. Like, that's the whole thing. I hate supplements that are like mind boosting pills. So these are like basic nootropics. What labeler did I use? I'd have to look in my email to remember the name. It was just some local company. Is it legal? So this right here is caffeine and L-theanine. It's a pretty common stack, but this is, since I make it myself, I can sell it for cheaper than what you see on Amazon or whatever. Basically, like, you know how there's like proprietary whatever Alpha X blend, some stuff like that, right? Like, but what's actually in it? So you mean Alpha X shredded male enhancement? So this is just caffeine? Like, literally, that's what this is. More prominent font. Aubrey, can you drop these to me on Discord? I'll make a note. Is it legal? Yeah, this is legal. All this stuff is legal. I wouldn't be able to purchase this stuff if it wasn't legal. And I certainly wouldn't openly sell it. What's my opinion on drop shipping or FBA? It's a saturated market. Your marketing needs to be top-notch. That's how it works. But if you're interested, if you order one, I'll get a notification and I'll have to make it. And I don't know. I'll send you a personal thank you letter, since no one's actually bought them yet. Did I research so I'm not going to put DMAA in this stuff, right? It appeals to certain people like you, but a lot of people would be like, what? Don't you have to get a license or something to sell supplements? No, you don't. It says these have not been evaluated by the FDA, just like everything else you see us sitting on the GNC shelves. None of that has been evaluated. How do you recommend to find the right expertise within the space you work in? Find what the dudes at the top are doing and do that. I mean, that's what I do. I'm like, hey, what do you do? Do I think this guy makes a lot? All right, I need to know what he knows, and then move up. Hey, buddy. Craig, are you at work? Are you driving around the car? Yeah, I know. You could literally put proprietary. So proprietary blends, basically, you're allowed to give a mixture of common supplement powders. Like, you could mix like caffeine, some flour, some whatever. You could mix whatever, and then you can give it a name like Super Shred X, and then you can say it's proprietary, and that's totally legal. And so, like, you don't have to put the actual ingredients on the back. You just put Super Shred X and then put proprietary blend, which is so dumb, and I hate that. And so, like, the whole purpose of these is, like, you can see the 3 ingredients on the front. Literally, you can go make this yourself, but do you want to, or do you want to support the channel? That's my... Yep. Any books I recommend? Yeah, so Craig would probably agree when I say any books I recommend would be unscripted. I got a whole bunch of books. One moment. Marco, hit me with that $1 Patreon. Thanks, fam. I don't know if you're here. I'd have to look at my Audible. All right, we got... Oh, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. My opinion on working for local startups. I worked at a local startup. I should probably email my CTO and ask if he's still around, if we could like sit down and be like, why did you hire me? What makes you hire other people? Etc. I think that'd be cool. He wrote me a recommendation letter. How to Influence People, Make Friends by Dale Carnegie. Yeah, that's a good one. Mechanical Dad needs to make content. Yes, I know. Like... Anyways, if you guys are interested in like the newsletter, and I like occasionally I'll throw in some free stuff, because I need to make more content, right? If I'm going to do this myself. Hello, gay. Do you like? Wait, what? Craig, I thought you were going to let that. Craig, that seems like something you would let stay. Yo, what's up, everyone? Just got back from the gym, dude. I'm about to go to the gym, and then I have to come back. Make a video probably, and then work on my website, teach, go into local cryptocurrency business here. Do you push-pull legs? So we don't actually have any leg machines, so it's just straight up squats, lunges, stuff like that, deadlift. How many pull-ups can you do? I don't train pull-up volume, I train pull-up strength. So typically I'll put on a belt, strap on a 45-pound free weight, and then do as many as I can. Usually, depending on the day, maybe 4 or 5. I've done 60 pounds 4 times. 60 pounds, like, on the belt. Sub to mine. That's not how you get subscribers. That just makes you look desperate, dude. The crypto markets have been pretty stagnant. Yeah, the crypto markets have, but the blockchain's going to be around. That's how it goes, right? Crypto markets are controlled by the people at the top, so it's, it's whatever. One day it'll just explode. Can't subscribe to newsletter. Is that implemented? Which one? Is it the bottom link? Test. Oops, something went wrong. Welp. Alright. Hold. Do I solve problems on sites like Code Wars? Nah. GIF or GIF? Why not both? Is this clickbait? Sure. Cool nav bar. Hey, thanks, Ben. I'm working on it. I'm going to add different stuff up there. I'm going to add the content for everything I talk about up there. It's pronounced GIF with a G. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Eager. Exactly. I haven't looked into day trading. Yeah. So like 98% of people that day trade on their W-2 are not day trading within like 6 months. I don't day trade because markets are just too volatile. Like, yeah, you can make a lot of money, but there's a whole lot of other ways to make a lot of money. Make a video on negotiating your first offer. I made a video on negotiating. Maybe not your first offer. G as in J. Exactly, Eager. Exactly. How old are you and how did I learn to code? I went to a code boot camp and taught myself. I'm 28. I started learning at 25. Why does the Start Here button loop back to your main page? So the Start Here button doesn't work yet because I need to make the Start Here page. And so I want to get, like, if I'm not getting you with the landing page, then I'm doing something wrong. So I have to make the landing page as simplistic and as direct as possible. You're 25 looking to get into coding? Yeah, dude, you could do it. Easy, man. George, do you know, like, Larry Wheels. Did you know he's like 23 years old? How he doesn't look 23. He looks like 35. But I mean, that's what the anabolic chicken does to you. Why doesn't this work? Why doesn't my newsletter work? Yeah, dude, we'll have a gym session when you make it for sure. Oh, I got you. Hold on. All right, can you guys please go back to the website and subscribe to the newsletter? It should work now. You got a job offer after 6 months of actual learning React. Do I watch Louis Marco? Yeah, dude, so I watch Philion. Philion's pretty good. Louis Marco's okay. Nick Strength and Power. I like Vintage Genetics. Chris Bumstead. C-Bum, whatever. Jay Cutler. All that stuff. Everyone on YouTube says if you buy my pre-workout, you can be as jacked as me. And that's the thing I don't get with the fitness industry. Most people here are employed freelancer students. Ben, it's a mixture of everything. Web application for final year project at university. Make a to-do app because obviously that's worth, For someone in Unity development, how long do you think it would take to learn full stack? So Unity development is what landed me my job because it's an ASP.NET stack, which is C#. So, yeah. You can definitely transition, but C# on Unity is different than C# on ASP.NET. What do you think about nanodegree full stack web dev from Udacity? I don't know. I keep reaching out to Udacity, and I'm like, hey, could I please look through your curriculum and make videos on it? And they don't respond. And if I just do it, I'm not going to pay $900 to review something for YouTube. But they won't respond. So, Udacity, if you're ever watching this, is C# worth learning? It has some object-oriented principles. You're going to be stuck with the C# stack unless you're doing Unity. But even then, Unity C# compiles down to C++. Bradley Martin is the fake Natty King. I don't know. There was Von Moger, and then he keeps doing dumb stuff and he's like the unluckiest bodybuilder ever. He's so small now. It's the reason they have Arnold and Ronnie proteins. But Bruno, yeah, I'd like to check out Udacity. That would be on the coming soon section of the website. But, yeah. Von's girlfriend, which one? Forget her name. I'm thinking about making fitness videos because I don't care, because I'm natural. And, I lift heavy because I'm natural, so I think it'd be cool. It started with a K. It's like Carolina or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, Omar is the only one. You can tell because he's not pumped up all the time. Like, he doesn't have thin skin. You can't see his veins. You should grow out your hair. Nah, I'm good. I already did that, and I ended up just looking homeless. Helping someone prepare for digital marketing job interview. Any tips you want to share? Probably, are you making use of all social media? Are you using the business accounts? Are you looking at the data? Are you using Facebook Pixel? How's your email marketing? How's your engagement? That's what it's all about. The company you got an offer at is thinking of adding a small gym in the basement. That'd be cool. We had a gym at my job. Well, it's still there. Hey, this is over 1 hour. It doesn't say anything about that in the description, so we're good. Chris, you gotta go to work. All right. Do I count macros and calories? No, I don't care that much. Python is huge. It's overtook JavaScript. I don't know. Python's kind of slow, actually, in compile times. But they have different use cases. Tom wants to say, I'm thinking of doing the anabolic chicken. Change your mind. Why would I change your mind? Do it. Do it up. I don't have any. The only qualm that I have with the anabolic chicken is that if you take the anabolic chicken too long, you have to take it forever. So that's the thing, right? If you take it for too long, your body never turns back on. So that's the thing, right? You have to end up doing that forever. Like people like Arnold, Vintage Genetics, Chris Bumstead, all of these people are going to have to take testosterone for the rest of their life because their body's not going to be able to produce it. A lot of the people that you see that are like in the Instagram fitness industry are going to have to take testosterone for the rest of their life because they're not going to be able to produce it themselves anymore. Any winner of the Mr. Olympia. Ever tried out martial arts? So yeah, I have like the lamest martial art. Roids equals baldness. Only if you're on that Winnie. What is anabolic chicken? We don't say the real thing here on the channel because YouTube doesn't like that. Thoughts on G Fuel? It's literally just pre-workout. You should quit. No one loves you. Thanks for the support, P-Mars. I appreciate you. What's the lamest martial art? Taekwondo. Do you still get the same effect if you go on... Yeah, you do. Well, I mean... No. People do the anabolic chicken in cycles because your blood pressure goes up. Because testosterone... Well, your blood gets thicker, right? And so your blood pressure goes up, and you can't. It's not healthy for your heart to sustain that for long amounts of time, even if you drink all of the grape juice or whatever that lowers your blood pressure. Like, just if you do that, you'll never make it back to the same natural levels. Missed the thing you're quitting, job or YouTube? Probably my job. Gym goals at the moment: strength and fat loss, or just muscle growth. And I'm thinking about swapping away from measuring my gains just from pure weight. I think I'm gonna start climbing. Thoughts on Rich Piano? I mean, you gotta confuse the viewers, right, babe? I mean, Rich was a good dude. He was a good business dude. I think it would be better, Popper Master, if you did liquid bacon grease. That tends to help the heart clear out your veins. Rich Piano? Rich Piano is a meme. Any programmer YouTube suggests that are legit good? I don't watch a whole lot. Good morning, God. Think of quitting. We're talking about maybe my job. Is PhD worth it in your opinion? If it's free, maybe. Dude, your health advice is crazy. Bacon grease to clear the veins. Obviously, you just inject it right in. Liquid bacon. Yeah, fun function is good. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. Craig, that was a pretty good one. I had to think about that one for a second. Quitting to do what? Make fulfilling YouTube videos and interact with you guys and help you guys get jobs. Like, I've already got the job. I put in my dues. I put in my time. I'm still learning. But I'm just more happy. Like, I'm happy editing videos, making videos. It's uncomfortable when I film outside, so I know I have to do it. What are you going to quit when you have a mortgage? It doesn't mean if you only have one job and that's your only source of income, you're not doing it right. You need to have multiple forms of income regardless of where you work forever in your life. I mean, I still make money. I have like 6 jobs. I talk about it all the time. I have like 7 jobs that I'm always working. Any advice on learning new languages? Trust? Yeah, so probably hit up JavaScript, but learning it, try Free Code Camp. It's going to be basically mostly text-based. They do have a YouTube channel with some videos. What are your other jobs? So at 1 o'clock today, I'm headed out to go film some videos for a local cryptocurrency. I have a student at 11 that I need to teach. We're doing React, JavaScript, some JSON stuff. I have some videos. I don't know, a lot of stuff. It's a very new idea. Most people only have one form of income. Yeah, so I make ad revenue from YouTube. How many hours a week do you typically spend on work-related stuff? The minimum amount to make them amazed, and that's it. And everything else goes to my side stuff because you're not going to pay me more if I'm going to put more effort in. You're just going to be like, whoa, great, thanks for being part of the team. Well, then I'm going to go do something that can make me more money instead of making you happy. Because a 6% raise is nothing compared to $4,000 a month I can make doing something else on my own. I mean, that's it. What supplements people in the Silicon Valley? Probably modafinil. Some people feel fulfilled by their job, and for those people, more power to them, right? But for me, I feel fulfilled being creative. Like, I have so many ideas every single day of stuff that I want to make, stuff that I want to change, stuff that I, Do I have any other websites that you would share that you make side income off of? I don't have any websites like for ad revenue. Do I ever want to work for the big 4 companies? I don't have any need to. Did I quit the full-time job? That's what we're talking about. Andrew Gee, what's up, dude? How's it going? Make too much to work for a big company or big 4 company? Yeah, so the thing is, like, I just don't have any interest in working for someone else. Like, because I have, imagine this, like, I feel like I have, like, ADHD, Like, every day at work, I have so many ideas I want to execute and try to do, but I have no time to do it because I'm working for this guy, building this guy's ideas that he has all day, Do all software jobs suck? Well, so there's 3 things, Joe Blow. You have a job, you have a career, and you have a calling. So most people just have a job. And then people figure out they want to have a career and work up that. And then they figure out what their calling is, usually later in life when they didn't accurately prepare for that. So you need to figure out what your calling is ultimately. But if you're okay and fulfilled with a career, then do that. But I am on the mindset of why climb a corporate ladder when I can own my own? And when I say that, I don't mean like I'm going to make a, Startups are more fulfilling than bigger firms. I don't know. It depends if you really like what you're coding all day. Do you really believe in the CEO's vision? Do you really believe, does that fire you up and wake you up every day? And if it does, go do that. But that's not what it does for me. I like helping people. I like creating content, Let's say you bill $200 an hour. Then you wouldn't need the big four. I mean, if you're doing the big four for money, then you're probably doing it wrong. I don't know. I just like providing value to like all you guys and like interacting. This is what makes me happy. Testing stuff out, like having the opportunity to test stuff out. Hey, if you guys could do me a favor and go hit me up on that Instagram, because I'm trying to grow it, but apparently I'm bad at Instagram growth. I make one small motivational video every single morning on Instagram. That's like my new thing. So if you want to get a kick in the ass in the morning, go follow me on there. Big Four has great salaries. They also have great expectations and great hourly working conditions. You seem to be very focused on making money. Why do you want money? If you have bills, you want money. But mainly I want money so that I can buy my parents a house and let them retire. They've had a hard life. They lost their house, the house I grew up in. They lost their jobs. They became homeless. I'm supporting them. I pay their rent. I pay my own mortgage. Like, I want to just be able to be like, here's a house. Like, this is what I want to do. I want to go and like save up enough money to buy another house and then be like, yo, come check out this new house I'm buying. And then like at the end, I'm like, all right, here's the keys. And then instead of being like, all right, look, here you go, Dad. These are actually your keys. And then just like hand the keys to him. And then he's like, that would be the goal. And then just be like, yeah, it's already paid off. Enjoy life. That's what I really want to make a video on. But I need to make enough to do that. Obviously, I'd like to pay off my house, but just letting them have a house would be... Be right back telling your parents, yeah. I'd really like to just surprise my dad with like a motorcycle or a car or something that he had when he was a kid, since he lost everything. What state am I in? I live in Utah, Salt Lake City. So financial freedom is your goal, not a specific number to make me rich. Financial freedom is the goal so that I can focus on doing what I love, which is this, making videos, going, traveling, meeting new people, talking, creating value. I just like creating. You're either creating or you're consuming. And for me, since I have so many ideas, if I don't start doing something with them, I start to feel like depressed. So I moved, my family became homeless, and I gave them my entire savings and moved them to Utah from Georgia. And then I've just been helping them out. Like, I'm very, very different from them, but let's see. Your mom's getting old. Feel like you're not anywhere. You're just stuck. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Craig. Just buy my dad. So my dad also has my mom. Do I get her one too? Why aren't you working? I have a flexible schedule. Can do what I want. So this is my Instagram. It's just my name. Just literally, it's just Joshua Fluke. You can see. You appreciate the content. Keep it up. Hey, thanks, man. You're like Ty Lopez, but instead of being, you actually have good, tangible, actionable. So that's, you have to be able to provide actionable tips. Like if you can't walk away with something, some form of something that you didn't get before, I don't want to make it. Which in order for me to give you advice, I have to be constantly learning, which forces me to learn, which improves my life, which in turn improves your life. The more value you create, the more value you give to people, the more value you get back. It's weird. As soon as you flip the tables and you start serving other people, suddenly you become, I don't know, it's weird. As soon as you like have that like giving mentality, everything just comes back. It's the law of attraction. The universe provides and whatever, you know. Sent me a CV from Israel. Will I review it? Does not go through. Yeah, I mean, it will happen, but it goes on Saturday. Do I provide mentoring? Yeah, so I mentor students. That's part of one thing I do for extra income. It's $500 a month. We go over everything. We do your LinkedIn, resumes. We start you from scratch. We make a custom curriculum. Depends on what you want to do. If you come at me and you're like, I want to do Python senior development, I'm going to be like, nope, sorry. I can't give you enough value in that to get you where you want to go. If you want to do full stack with JavaScript and PHP or Ruby, all right, we can do that, but anyways, that's my thing. If you're interested in mentorship, it's $500 a month. It's cheaper than a boot camp, more expensive than Udemy. That's where it's at. You have discount plans? Why would I? If a salesman came to you and you asked him for a discount and he gave you the discount immediately, would you think that he has quality content? No, I'm not going to. No, I don't do. Do you do the perp? Andrew wants to know. Nah, dude, I do cardio, so I can't be doing that. I'd be messing with that. Robbie, you're just saying that because you want discounted stuff. Trust me, if someone came to me and you're like, well, you think I could get a 40% discount off that? And they're like, oh, yeah, sure. No, I value what I create. And that's what it is. I think it's a little bit underpriced, to be fair, but that's fine. If I don't respect my own value, how are you, you know? With the mentorship, how often do you meet with the client? We talk every day, and we meet once a week for like a serious like sit down. Let's go over everything that you've done. Let's review everything that with the goals for last week. More details. I'm not quitting YouTube. We're thinking about quitting the job. You're .NET. You live in Portland. Amount of entry-level people here is so flooded. Don't consider yourself an entry-level. Don't give yourself that title. Don't do any of that. There's this thing, right? There's this. Let's see. Would you ever send me some tasks to do, or is it all via Skype? No. So like we sit down over some sort of video or screen sharing, and I give you a plan, like a PDF, and I'm like, do these things. If you've already done these things, do these things. All right, now let's make this thing, and then we sit down, we go over it, and we do everything. I mean, I'm already working with a few people now that are in this Discord and that are in this chat. So, I mean, Craig is one of them. Craig is, you guys saw that. Craig is like, he knew nothing. He knew nothing like 3 weeks ago, and now he's hosting his own website, and he got a freelance job for like $500. He's doing good. I don't talk about it because I don't want to be a shill, but I offer it. My outlook reminds you of John Sonmez. So, I mean, we read a lot of the same books. I've interacted with him a few times. How much is the membership? It's monthly. It's $500 a month. So $500 a month for a year is $6,000. A boot camp is $12,000 for 3 months. So I think it's priced pretty decently. What do I recommend web hosting for a personal portfolio website? It depends on how much DevOps you want to do. Do you want to do DigitalOcean? Do you want to do like OOO, web hosting? Do you want to do GoDaddy? Just find something with a cPanel. That's usually how it goes. Not sure how long to do free work experience. You just keep saying yes. What is $500 a month? The mentorship that I offer. Where you sit down with me. We make a plan. I tell you what to do. You go do it. We meet again the next month. I mean, yeah, so the goal is for you not to do it for a year. Like, if you're not successful, I'm not successful. Like, that's how it is. Like, I'm not fucking around. I'm not messing with, I want you guys to get jobs. If I create value for you guys, that's the best. It's learning React. But the company you work for uses Ruby and React. Should you learn Ruby? Ezra, go to the Odin project. What do I teach? It's custom. I mean, if you come at me and you're like, I want to learn data science, then it's not going to work. Will I be interviewing more people who have transitioned to web dev, older people with families? I've had a few people. I think a lot of people are in web dev learning it. I'd have to reach out, see if anyone wants to do it. Anyways, if you're interested in the mentorship, just shoot me an email. It's like all custom. It's not like, please apply at this form. Like, no, we sit down, it's custom, figure out if it works, if it doesn't work. If you're interested, there you go. How much cardio do you do? I try to do 2 miles a few times a week. What am I planning on quitting? Thinking about quitting the full-time job to do self-sufficient stuff. It's a risk, but I need, like, how sometimes when you're just like in the middle of the day and you have this awesome idea and you're like, oh, I should do this like right now, then you can't because you're at work. That's me. Like, I need flexibility of the day to take me. Who's this? Is this George? I could probably guess this is George. George is definitely on that anabolic chicken. How many hours do you play video games a day? Yeah, I don't. Just do it. Life's too short to stay safe. Can you travel? Yeah, I sure can. And I can business expense that travel. As a YouTuber, you can almost business expense everything. You can be like, I'm going to Hawaii to film a video. Business expense. So dumb. Anything you make a video of, business expense. It's not that I don't like it. It's more that I'm just more interested in doing my own thing. Did I quit Overwatch? I don't play Overwatch every day. Do I plan on quitting the job? Yeah, thinking about it. Remote development sounds like a good option. It did for me too. I did all the things you're supposed to do. Get the degree, get the mentorship. Get the degree, get the job that you're supposed to, and then I hated it, and then learn to code, get a remote job, still get friggin' let go because no money. Now what, right? Like, I did all the things that you're supposed to do, and they're still like, goodbye. All right. What if my boss sees this? I've already communicated with them, and I told them, I was like, look, if I ever got to the point where I could be self-sufficient, I might do it. And as an entrepreneur yourself, since you own this business, you should understand that you would want your employees to do what you do and be like you and be better. I don't think he would care. I think he would respect it. I've already had conversations with him where we have like customer support people at work, and he like resents them. He's like, I only pay them like $35 a year. Like, he just resents them because they have no ambition in life. Like, it's so stupid. He's at the top, but you know he's paying those people minimum wage. And those people are happy to make minimum wage, which means those people have like no ambition. He would respect it, but he hates that he has to fill the spot. Exactly. But I think as an entrepreneur himself, he would understand. Hey, he started the company. He knows what it takes. Obviously, he wants to keep paying me under what I think that, what he's making a profit on me, Do I like the mean stack? I did the mean stack at school, at Dev Mountain, but I haven't done anything else. Am I taking out any loans? I don't have to take out a loan to have an LLC. It's not stupid. It's not cool to judge other people. I know, but he knows that those people are just scraping by. They go home, drink some beers, eat some crappy food. They have no ambition. And so he pays them their value, their worth. Sorry, man, did you say an hour a week you sit down for the mentor? Yeah, so an hour a week we sit down and then we communicate every day. You get my phone number, you get my messenger, we talk every day. But I have to reserve my time to keep creating content. So, Most places use Angular instead of React. I don't know why. Assad, I think I got it. I got 2 emails. How much does the mentorship? It's $500 a month. If money wasn't an issue, what would you be doing? I'd be doing this. I'd be making more videos. That's the thing. But everybody has bills. JSON or XML? Obviously Jason Derulo. JSON Derulo. Quitting a decent job for an unpaid front-end intern. Don't work unpaid, dude. If you don't work unpaid, that means they don't respect your time or your potential value. As an intern, they're paying you for your potential value. If you're an unpaid intern, you're not unpaid intern. You're a volunteer. Don't do it. Easy. You can't land an unpaid internship. How can you land being a volunteer? It's free to show up somewhere. You can't try to qualify that with a title. Don't. Go to a code boot camp, stay on the job, hustle to learn. I don't think... if I have enough people to mentor, I would have to cut it off at a certain point because I have to value my time enough to be able to keep producing content. I can't just sell my time to teach all day. Because that would be reserving value for only a few people. No, yeah. So you're not going to get any really important tasks as an intern. Is Code Bootcamp is the job before the job? Kinda. Kinda-ish. I don't know. Internships in Europe are different. Their internships in Europe are commonly free, but that's because you get paid to go to school in Europe. You're in college really stressed because you have a Calculus 3 test. Can I wish you luck, give you some motivation? Why are you stressed, man? Stress ain't going to help you, number one. But good luck. Why did I leave Europe? I didn't leave. I was about to get kicked out. The wife asked for a divorce. They were going to take my visa. One-on-one isn't as sustainable or scalable. Have I thought about doing my own subscriber-based model with more involved paid videos or content? I have, actually, and that would be the plan to transition to, and then I would slowly dial that down. But it's not scalable, you're right. But if I quit my full-time job, I need a way to live, and so that's a easy way. I don't know if you know this, but you're unintentionally funny. That's what people say, because I say jokes very seriously, and so if you can read that type of humor... Would I go back? Yeah, I'd go back. I didn't have any money. You have a visa? You aren't American? I'm American. I had a visa to live in Finland because I was married, and then she asked for a divorce. Therefore, I'm not married, and they take my marriage visa. And I get kicked out of school. But I finished school right before they kicked me out, found a job in the U.S., and this was the only place that I could find a job. So, what are your options? You were in Berlin, had a blast, dude. If I do this, you're going to see all types of backgrounds. If I quit the job, I'm going to be in like, welcome, what's up, what's going on, guys? And there's going to be like a volcano behind me. You know? How much money you have? Huh. Why is she divorced? Don't have to share. I don't know, dude. You and me both. I asked that question. She's like, we're just different. That's literally all I got. DJ Richie, how many times have you heard your name in a video? Are you tired of being called out as a Patreon? You heard Finland was nice. It can be in the summer. Are you worried about YouTube changing policy that could affect the channel? I don't have all my baskets in one egg. And I don't do anything that's not family friendly, so... Yeah, I mean, I have a diversified income plan stream. They're not very big, but I could scale them, I guess. She probably had low motivation and aspirations. Well, I guess that's true. A lot come to Vegas, dude. I don't know. I'd pass on that. Been there, done that. You should have tried to bribe her if there were no hard feelings. No, there were definitely hard feelings. She told me that she felt like she was in jail, that I would never land a job with my degree. I'd have to work at Walmart or Waffle House. I would never amount to anything. She hated me. I'm wasting her life because I'm in school. She can't live where she wants to live. I don't know. She told me a whole bunch of just like verbally abusive stuff. So it was like fuel for the fire, right? You either get like torn down by that or you get pulled up. She told me that getting married to me was the worst decision that she ever made. I don't know. She's said a lot of things. She's gone through my Facebook. I knew that we were going to get a divorce. She went through my Facebook and someone said, hey, how are things? And it was a girl. And I was like, yeah, not very good. We're probably going to get a divorce. And she comes up to me and she like assumed, she's like, you just divorced me so you can get with her. I was like, she lives in a different country. She was an exchange student in high school and she has like a boyfriend. And she went through my Facebook. Like she wanted to find a reason so that she could tell people she wanted a divorce from me, but she could never find a reason because I never did anything. I never cheated on her. I never was abusive. I never raised my voice. That's not how I am. But she just couldn't handle it. How old was she? She was 30. No, she was 27. I was like 22. Did you say, just watch me? When I left, she took me to the airport because she had to take me to the airport. And she tried to kiss me on the lips. And she said, I will always love you. And she went to kiss me on the lips. And I just turned my head away. And she started crying. And then I just went up the escalator and I was just staring at her. I was like, go fuck yourself. And that was the last time I ever talked to her. Did she get U.S. citizenship? She didn't want to come to the U.S. I never forget, dude. I was so mad because I landed the job, and then she found out the salary that I was going to be making at my first job, which was like 70,000, and she was making like 20,000 euros before taxes. And I was like making like 70, so she was like, all of a sudden everything was like good. I'm like, nah, I get that. So anyways, I'll never get married again. Do I know Finnish? Yeah, I know Finnish. Sounds like, yeah, but she's just, I don't know. I have no idea. She's like, I want a divorce. And I was like, nah, we're not getting a divorce. She's like, but I want a divorce. And I was like, no, we're not. You don't even tell me why. Never say never, dude. You never know. What do I gain from being married versus not being married? Please explain that. Nothing is the answer to that. If you say, oh, you get a tax break. If you're worried about taxes, you're not making enough money. How long from learning code to landing the job? 2.5 months. What does my current girlfriend think about not wanting to get married again? She tries to like talk me into it. She's like, well, someday I'm gonna want to get married, or I might just leave. I'm like, bye. I don't care. I gotta worry about me first. I'm not attached, yeah. So, I don't know. I've explained to her, I was like, look, you can either stick around, we'll probably have a good life, but if you want to leave, because I've asked her, I was like, why do you want to get married? She's like, because it's my irrational fear that you can just leave me. And I'm like, good, because I can. And I want you to have that same ability. I want you to be able to like, you know what, this isn't working, and then leave. You literally want to make it difficult for me to be able to walk if we're not getting along. And so it's just like, you're leverage, right? People are like, I'd rather wake up and like choose to date her and be with her than have to wake up and be like, oh fuck, we're married, here we go again, another day of her bitching. Like, I did that already for 5 years. So no, I don't want kids, so it doesn't matter. You know, the reason that I have leverage is because I have value, right? I provide a lot of value. I have a house. I'm 28. I have my own. I have a car. Like, you'd be surprised how many people on Tinder you meet that can't even drive. Oh, I can't drive. I gotta get my friend to pick me up and drop me off for the date. Like, people that don't, like, they have like 6 roommates and they're sharing a room. Like, I provide a lot of value. Yeah, I can't drive. I have anxiety. Just some random stuff like that. It's like she pays rent and stuff, but like, it wouldn't matter if she didn't. What's my girlfriend's job? She's a phlebotomist. I don't know. I do what's best for me. And I asked her, I was like, a phlebotomist. So she takes people's plasma from their blood. How many portfolio projects did I have? 2. I was like, what do you love about me? And she's like, the same thing that I hate about you. I was like, you're such a girl. She's like, you're always working and you're always hustling. And you never have time. I was like, but you just said that's what you love about me. She's like, yeah, because you're doing what you need to do and you know what you need. I'm just so jealous that like you know what you want to do and like what makes you happy. But I hate it about you because like, I'm just like, you have no reason. I was like, you're such a cat. You're like a cat. You don't know what you want. Am I using Streamlabs? I sure am. OBS Streamlabs. Why you scared, dude? Kane, what's on the other side of fear, my man? There's nothing. Ain't nothing on the other side of fear. Literally, there's nothing that you can do. Not like, so what, you're homeless, now what? There are a million ways for people like you to get back on your feet. How complex were the projects on your portfolio? Not that bad. They're pretty bad. Dude, Kane, regret weighs more than failure. Seriously. If you were a junior dev at a small tech company using old techniques, is that the end? Yeah, I know. She loves the dedication and passion that I have for what I do, but she hates the limited time. But that's okay. Like, the time that we do have is pretty good. And she thinks that she wants to spend all day with me, but she doesn't. She thinks that she does. I'm creating an exciting life. Like, she's like 23. All of her friends are like living in apartments or with your parents in college. I'm over here like, I'm gonna start a business. And she's just like, she gets it. But I mean, I'm not like... So tips for dealing with imposter syndrome. Tips for dealing. You just gotta move, man. A vid on using Git. Trey Ferg. I have a little course on my Teachable. You could do that. Why don't you date women that are closer to your tax bracket? Because I'm not worried about... People are different, right? It'd be cool if she had like a whole bunch of ambition and stuff and like all that stuff, but she does what she wants to do. I don't care what other people do. Like, that's the thing, right? She's like, why don't you do this? I'm like, why do you care what I do? I don't care what you do. You go do your own thing. I'm focused on me right now. Then we'll spend some time later. Why wouldn't you date someone with equal to you or more? Seems like same age difference. I don't know. Gotta mold her. It's not my job, dude. It's not my job. I don't have time for that. You're young. You'll find the right person. Robbie, if you think there's a right person, you live in Disneyland, my dude. For every person, there's like 500 right people and a whole bunch of even righter people. Like, there's no one person. And I'm not looking for Mrs. Right. I'm looking for a mansion and maybe a few Mrs. Right. Let's take a look at Happily Ever After. I don't know. Could I just have like a few? Can I just have like a couple girlfriends? A couple other side chicks? Big fan. Thanks, dude. I don't gain anything. Literally the only reason people tell me to get married, well, you're going to want kids one day. I don't want kids one day. Well, you know, you're going to want to get married. No, I don't want to. I already did that. Well, you get a tax break. If you're getting married because you don't make enough money, you're getting married for the wrong reasons. Well, I mean, you get life insurance. If you're worried about benefits, you're getting married for the wrong reason. You don't have time for side chicks? My side chicks are my Visa cards on cams.com. I'm just kidding. Jaded. Maybe. I think people get married because of custody, but even then, I don't think it's a big deal. Figure that out, but you may change your mind. Why would I change my mind? What value do I gain from putting a ring on it? Literally, what do I gain? What do I gain? Nothing. There's literally nothing I gain. Can you put Trixie from Can Girls on your tax refund as dependent? But no, but you could probably mark that as a business expense. Why did you get married? Because I was young and dumb. This is a thickness. You will one day know. I didn't see any gains from it. Have you ever walked around in a Walmart and seen a husband and wife, and you see how the wife is pushing the cart and the husband's just following along and just like, I don't know. When I see old married couples, they don't look happy. I don't see them like holding hands and swinging arms with their arm around each other. I never see that. Maybe like 1 out of 100. Or you see old people that made it. 1 out of 100 old people. You're like, that's going to be us when you're old. But for every old couple you see holding hands walking around in the store, there are 4,000 other people that got divorced. I don't know. When I see people that are married and older, none of them look happy. The guys, I don't know how to explain it. When I see older married guys, I just look like, they just look so defeated. They just look defeated. Like, oh boy. George. What if in 10 years I think I'm young and dumb? I do think I'm young and dumb, but I know that I don't gain anything. And when you bring up the divorce, make my boy vent. I mean, it's true. Literally, like, what can you do? Like, if you're mad at your wife, you gotta either communicate and work it out, or you can divorce. And so it's like, if you divorce, she takes half your shit. Literally, why would I sign up for that? What do I get? Nothing. Oh, and then those people that spend like $50,000 for 6 hours of a wedding, they take out like all their credit, they max out their loans, and they're like, but it's going to be our special day. You know how many days I've spent on Overwatch that went by in a blink of an eye? That's what's going to happen at your wedding. And except now, you're going to pay for that for the next 15 to 16 years. Pass. Okay, let's see. You might get married at like 40 because nothing else to do when you're old and lonely. So if you're old and lonely, that is a personality problem, okay? True happiness is when you can sit alone in a room and be happy with yourself. Like, obviously you need social interaction, but you need to be able to be alone and happy with yourself. Okay? And if you can't do that, that's a personality problem. That means you just don't have any confidence in yourself. Like, when I'm alone doing my own shit, I'm good. Like, I'm having that spiritual connection. I'm fine. Old and lonely. Oh, well, you can go not be lonely. It doesn't mean you have to get married. You're literally trapping someone to be with you because you can't handle being by yourself. I don't know. You guys are here for my relationship advice that I don't have. How many hours do you work? All day, every day. You've never seen old people enjoying solitude. That doesn't mean that you've seen old people enjoying, like, that just means that you haven't seen enough. Probably the old people enjoying solitude are by themselves. Why would, how, that's like a paradox. What? Do I travel? I have a house and dogs. Dan knows what's up. If you guys could do me all a favor, hit that thumbs up button. You got to go back to work before you get in trouble. See, this is the problem with being an employee. I have to go or they're going to discipline me. Are we kindergartners? Come on, man. Anyways, that's one of the reasons. Hit the like button for the real talk, is what we'll call it, Ian. How do you meet other driven developers like me? I haven't yet, to be honest. I mean, that's not true. The people that I work with are driven. Like Craig works like 90 hours a week. He works his full-time job, he comes home, he codes all day. He works some more, he codes all day. I mean, how do I meet them? Usually like-minded people just like, hey, what you said really resonated with me. Can we talk? And then we get to know each other. Like, we got Aubrey here. He's super fucking driven. We got a bunch of people. A lot of people in Discord are driven. People just reach out. Aren't you an employee as well? Oh, Ian. I'm going to get it. James, that's not fair. George, where are you at? On my Instagram. Did you send me a message? Yeah. I just messaged you. What is this Discord you speak of? There's a Discord. It's a chat. It's a community that I have. There's like 4,582 people on it. 552 people on it right now. Thoughts on freelance sites like Upwork and Freelancer? They're competitive. If you're not in the US, it's even more competitive. Should you go to Lander School part-time? I think you should do what works best for you. I mean, if you wait till you take off work for 6 months, usually waiting can prevent you from starting something. Like, I'll just keep waiting, and then that never happens. It's better to just start and just do it. Reasons for trying to not start your own software. I don't have a software to sell. I'm not interested in running or micromanaging people. I could, freelance with some people, but... Oh, okay, it's like Slack. Yeah, it's kind of like Slack. We have channels for everything. What's the link? What's the link to the Discord? All right, let me find it. If I wasn't in Salt Lake, where else would you go for a job? Oh, seeing as I don't want to have a job, I can't really give you an answer. Probably nowhere else. Maybe Europe. Maybe. Thought about starting a SaaS business. I don't have a SaaS business model to sell. Oh, guys, if you're new here, please go give me opinions. Go give me opinions on my website. I need to improve it. Drop some thoughts. First day as dev, just setting up. My LT and meeting people? Wait, what? Do you tailor resume to every job application? No, not really. I have a resume template if you want. It's in the description. You can buy it. If you want to work at Google, buy my resume. Am I shilling enough? There you go. Craig. Your goal is to create a piece of software that solves a problem. My goal is to help people that have an idea learn to code so that they can create that and sell it. It's more fulfilling, at least. 9:10. I think everyone's looking at my website right now. Providing a solution for a problem. I mean, that you're right. It's the same thing. A lot of people want to learn how to code. That's the issue. I'm the in-between. The people have ideas. They don't know how to make it happen. Hey, let me help you. Everyone has their calling, right? I get to help people, interact with people. I've always wanted to help people. I've always enjoyed helping people. But how do you do that in this industry? Well, help them code. The X beside the drop down doesn't work. Yeah, it does. What you talking about? It does. Are you running Lighthouse on your website pages? No, I'm not. Should I do it? Isn't that like optimization software? I know it's not the best, right? I just have to get the content down. Oh, I need to change the text on my login buttons. I need to add more content. If you guys like have some blogs or something and you want to write about what it's like to be junior dev and you want to like put it on the website, that'd be cool. Lighthouse on my website. All right. How do I do this? Oh, I have to audit it. Okay. If you sign up for the mentorship, can you send me full body pictures? Yeah, I mean, I like bodybuilding, so I could probably give you a few tips on symmetry, only if you're interested. Most links on your page don't work. Yeah, so I'm currently working on connecting that, right? I have to create the content, but how's the main page? Main page of fire? Main page lit? Dope? Would subscribe out of 10? I'm thinking about running some Facebook ads, but I'm not selling you anything, right? I'm raising awareness. You like to strip oil yourself up when you code. I mean, sometimes, put some, never mind, I'm not even going to say it. How many days a week exercising? 6. Don't do Facebook ads. It will shrink your page. What does that even mean? I already have YouTube. I would run Facebook ads as awareness, like Facebook brand awareness. Aubrey, you want to do freelance articles for the blog? Do it up, dude. I can make you an author. And we can create like a section. Are my workout routines available? Yeah, I'm thinking about... Craig. That's funny. Needs more content. Content's hard to read in 4 columns. So yeah, this is just like the main page, right? So this is the main page, and then I'll have a link to the start here link. We'll link you and then break these out into like a further way. It looks a little packed in the menu. Yeah, I need to figure out a way to optimize these. Still working on it. Change the main picture, not the most flattering, right? But that's just like the layout. Put Treehouse on the resume. I don't think it'll matter. I think they're just going to want to see your projects. If your ad sucks, you get 0 engagement. Yeah, maybe. But I think there's people on Facebook that want to learn how to code, but they don't know where to start. Hey, here's my page. When am I writing my first book? I don't know. It's on my list of things. Three distinct areas. Yeah, so that's the goal. Yesterday I was just working on moving this to DigitalOcean and getting it secure. Took me forever to figure out how to make it secure. Do I like Jordan Peterson? No, I think he's a little bit too... I don't know. He can't just talk about stuff with bringing religion into stuff, you know? It's mainly because his accent is really difficult for me. Yeah, he's on the carnivore diet. Jordan Peterson has like a book that's like 12 Antidote to Chaos or whatever, or something like that. It's like 12 steps, but the book's like 900 pages. If it's 12 steps, it should be like 1 page. Just give me the Reader's Digest. So thickness. I think it's just a little bit... I don't know. He finds a way to like sneak that in there every now and then. It's just like, that's cool, bro, but like, why? Like, we get it. I'm more of the person of like, you do you, let's talk about this, and then you can attribute that to whatever you want. Am I on the carnivore diet? No, I just went back to like a lower carb diet. Any philosophies such as Alan Watts? Yeah, I like Alan Watts. I like a lot of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism is my jam. DigitalOcean. Why no AWS? Yeah, I don't know. That's just what I did. I never worked with DigitalOcean before, so it was a learning experience too yesterday. It was kind of fun to do all that DevOps. Yeah, I mean, if you're passionate about something, talk about it. But that doesn't mean that I have to, like, not skip that part. Same thing. People skip through my videos. That's fine. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying that's my thought. You do you. It's all good. That's my philosophy. If there was like a you do you boo-boo religion, that's what I subscribe to. I went to Dev Mountain. Is it just carbs and sugar that are bad? Is that your philosophy? I mean, you need carbs and sugar, but they're loaded to be used as energy. So if you eat the carbs and you don't use it for energy, it just goes to fat. Dan wants to know, was I raised? No, I was born in Georgia, so I'm very anything but that. I'm pretty far from that. What do I think about keto? I did the keto for a while. I think I function well on the keto, but I sleep too hard. I wake up feeling very, very tired, even with electrolytes. You eat carbs because it makes you happy, because it raises your blood sugar, which releases dopamine, which makes you happy. Solid, what's up, dude? Szechuan sauce? Yeah. You get insomnia on keto? You do you. True religions? I don't know, Mark. There's a church behind my house. They don't bother me. They've come a few times, and I was like, nah, bro. You guys want to come in, though? Remember one time they came to my door after, like, the 7th time. And I pulled up an adult video. I turned up the audio very, very loud. And I answered the door shirtless. And I was like, you guys want to come in? And they were like, no, we can come back. I was like, are you sure? You want a drink or something? And I, like, shook out my hand. I was like, my name's Josh. And they were like, ugh. I was like, okay, bye. And they haven't come back since then. It's like, I don't know how else to make it more awkward for them. You degenerate scum. I mean, I don't mind, but it's like after the 7th time, we're good, dude. I'm good. I don't know how else to do it besides just make it really awkward. Kenny, what's up, dude? Dan, I'll meet you there, man. The thickness, probably. I tried to talk to them, like, I was like, hey guys, how's it going? And they're like, do you believe in? I was like, what? Can we just talk? Like, we can just be bros. But they're on a mission, I guess. I'm like, they don't want to talk to you if you don't want to hear what they have to say, apparently. What do I think about remote work? Definitely do it. Eager, dude. I'm not gonna put that. You're stuck in the tutorial loop. You just gotta keep moving, man. You just gotta finish one and move to the next one. And you're gonna get stuck. That's fine. Just keep moving through the tutorial. I think a lot of people don't move through tutorials when they get stuck. Nathaniel, I motivated you to get up at 6:30. Code workout feels amazing. Thank you. Keep it up. Don't. You have one off day. Your momentum will die. Don't do it. I'm doing pretty good, Mal. What's up with Patrick? He's good. Everything's is good. He's doing his thing. You're just got to keep moving, man. You just got to finish one and move to the next one. And you're going to get stuck. That's fine. Just keep moving through the tutorial. I think a lot of people don't move through tutorials when they get stuck. White Walkers or Targaryens? Obviously the Targaryens, bruh. Do I do mobile app dev? I don't do mobile app dev. I can just make a React Native app or something. I don't need to learn Kotlin or Java or iOS for any of that. Just use Xamarin. All right, 6 minutes, and I'm seriously going to go to the gym. 2 hours? I came on this stream doing 30 minutes, and we're here at 2 hours. Dude, you'll get there, Kenny. We all do. I take that back. Actually, if you keep going when you don't want to, you will. There's a whole lot of times where I don't want to do something. Bye, Craig. Hope she's doing all right. You guys got to be like the hardest workers in the room. That's what I strive to do. How many hours, minutes in the gym? I don't do hours or minutes. I do it until I'm done. Right? Doesn't end when the timer goes off. It ends when I'm done. Gonna go pump the iron? Yeah, I'm gonna go climb around, go pump the iron. Job skills, do you think get you a remote job? Same job skills as any other job. Your ability to communicate in a cover letter gets you the job. Talking about how you're different. Can't retract the message and I answer the question. Dude, you're lurking while working? It's all good. Lurking and working. Moving and grooving. When do you work? All the time. I consider this work. When do you work at your full-time job? Whenever. It's not about when or how many hours. It's about getting the stuff done. If a child says it's hungry, do you feed him or do you ignore the child? Yeah. I don't have to be at an office at a certain time. It's been 3 hours. It's been 2 hours and 23 minutes and 39 seconds. Have a good workout. Thanks, man. Close enough. Not even halfway close. What? Music versus podcasts. I can do podcasts if I'm doing cardio because I don't really have to think about it, but I want music if I'm lifting weights. I need that explosive guitar riff or bass drop or something at the gym to lift weights. But running, I'll listen to books. That's what you guys should do. You guys need to listen to books. Dude, they changed my life. Is Silicon Valley even a good show? I don't know. Aren't you hungry? Dude, I stay hungry. I wake up hungry. Be back to the States tomorrow. Let's get some Wait, what? Oh, PUBG going. Yeah, dude, let's get some PUBG going. We'll probably be doing some Twitch here soon. I know you guys like to play games, so we'll hit up some Twitch streams. That'd be good. Are you literally hungry? No. Had some caffeine. I'm not very hungry. Caffeine is an appetite suppressant. Go eat some broccoli or something. What's my top book? Unscripted. The War of Art. Mobile pub or PC? Why not both? I have mobile pub on my phone. What do you mean feel like quitting? Just now tuning in. I'm talking about the job so we can do YouTube full time and hang out with you guys. Make more videos. What about some Fortnite? Ugh. Later, Aubrey. The Simple Path to Wealth. Maybe. Do I listen to the Joe Rogan podcast? Not really. I listen to books. Alright, dudes. I'm head out. It's 9:30. I gotta go get my lift on. Come back. Got some students. Make a video. Film some vids. I'm out. Thanks for hanging out. Nathaniel, Daniel, Aubrey, Zach, Igor, Before Billions, Ivan, George, DC. Who else? Caesar. Zothickness. James. Later, guys. Brandon. Other Brandon. Dan. Hope you guys have a great day. Make it productive. Be the hardest worker in the room. Don't give up.